Welcome back inside the coach's room. I'm Petey. Today, let's take a look at game two as the Edmonton Oilers defeat the Dallas Stars 3-0 and head back to Edmonton for game three. Let's take a closer look at this video and break down all of these goals and see what both teams need to do in game three. Let's start with the first goal of this game as the Edmonton Oilers are on the power play. We won't spend a lot of time on this one as Bouchard pulls across the blue line. And when you pull across the blue line and you move, we talk about movement creating space because when he moves, he pulls the penalty killer with him and he pulls the penalty killer. That's going to open up space in behind for Connor McDavid. Now, Connor McDavid puts the puck down low, but then he goes through the middle of the ice. A lot of times you're going to see the flankers stay right here and wait for the puck to go back and forth, but his movement creates openings because as he moves to the middle, he pulls Rupe Hintz down. So when he pulls Rupe Hintz, it allows Draisaitl to get the puck back to Bouchard at the top now because Hintz was so concerned with McDavid, as he should be in the middle of the ice. That gives a little bit longer of a gap between Hintz and Bouchard. So he's not able to get into the shooting lane. He's not able to get stick on puck, and he's not able to get in the lane on this shot on Bouchard. Instead, Bouchard delivers the puck to the net, thinking he's getting McDavid all alone in front of that. That's where he's shooting for. He's trying to get the puck to McDavid in front of the net, in front of Ottinger all alone. But this one deflects off of the stick of Hintz and goes right to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in behind. And when you see this from the overhead and you see how it just hits the stick of Hintz and it goes right on the tape of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Hopkins is able to get this one behind Ottinger, but I do want you to show you one thing. As Johnson looks on from the front of the net, he's unable to get a stick on puck in front of Nugent-Hopkins, and that's how Nugent-Hopkins is able to get a stick on puck. 1-0 Oilers. The Oilers make it 2-0 late in the second period, doing what they do. They stretch the zone. And when they stretch the zone, that means getting the puck from one end of the ice all the way to the other. And what that does, it creates space for their fastest players. And here's Connor McDavid. And you can't leave Connor McDavid alone. So what do the Dallas Stars need to do? They double up on him. Cody Ceci and Mikko Rantanen, it's 2-on-1 against McDavid, and you have to do that. At least Heiskanen in behind for Hyman. This play is covered. Now it's up to Duchesne. Where does Duchesne go? When you want a back checker coming back, you want him coming back through the middle of the ice so he can take everything coming in late. Unfortunately for the Stars, here's how this one breaks down. As McDavid stops, he looks in behind. He sees where the traffic is coming. He sees where the trailer is coming, and he knows what's coming ahead. Unfortunately for the Stars, they don't look until it's too late. So Rantanen had to protect the middle of the ice in case McDavid tries to cut in, which he absolutely can do. Rantanen has to do this. He can't leave that open ice to McDavid, so he has to go down with the puck. But now look at the gap that he's given to Kulak coming in late. That is a huge gap, which gives Kulak full speed driving the net. And then we have to look at Duchesne. Duchesne, if he would have filled the middle of the ice, he would have had an opportunity to get in the lane with Kulak, maybe get a stick on puck on Kulak, but he doesn't. So there's a lot of room for Kulak to come in and drive the puck. And as he shoots, great job by Rantanen. Rantanen gets down, he blocks the shot, really good play. Unfortunately, the puck comes right back on Kulak's stick. Kulak fires it again before Ottinger can reset for the second save. And this one gets behind Ottinger, and it's 2-0. But look at this from the overhead. We talk about stretching out the zone. One of the things does is look at all this open ice. When you stretch the zone like that and move the puck over two zones, you do get a lot of open ice. And here you can see Kulak. That's the goal scorer all the way back here. But he drives up the lane quickly, and we can see right now it's a one-on-one here and a one-on-one here. And normally, you want the next guy in to check his shoulder and see what's coming. But this is McDavid. And because it's McDavid, I think Rantanen is in the right. I think he's got to help protect this area of the ice. Because if Rantanen stops here looking for this late play to Kulak and Connor McDavid walks him, you're going to say, well, why didn't he have a stick in his lane? So this is a tough spot for Rantanen. So Rantanen lets him go, but this is where Duchesne has to pick up the slack. This is where you have to defend as a group of five, and Duchesne has got to come in and help out in the middle of the ice when Kulak comes in late. He can't have this much room. So if Duchesne would have covered the middle of the ice, one, he's going to be able to block the pass to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins if that's the play, or he's going to be able to take away Kulak, maybe not on the first shot, but definitely going to be able to take away the rebound. As you can see this, the shot gets blocked and it comes right back to him. Duchesne's on the outside looking in. Now he's not only is he not in front of Kulak defending the shot, he has drifted so far out of the play that he can't help on the rebound. And Ottinger, as you can see, hasn't been able to reset from the first shot. So this puck gets by him, and it's 2-0 for the Oilers. This one gets to 3-0. Again, just late in the second period, but a little bit longer because I want to show you some things here. As the Dallas Stars try to get pucks on net, and this is the recipe for success for Dallas. Pucks to the net with traffic. The Edmonton Oilers blocked the shot. Stetcher's able to get down on one knee and block this shot and get the puck going up the ice quickly with transition. Edmonton has done a great job of transition, but I want you to look at what's happening behind the play. Right now, the Edmonton Oilers have 3 players going up the ice in transition, and they've got a late defenseman. So they have 4 players before you see the next star. Lindell's covering in behind, but he's looking up the ice. It's 3-on-1 with a back checker. So what has to happen next? Well, the Dallas Stars can't change here. Seguin and Marchment are both tired. They've both been on the ice for over a minute. They want to get off the ice and get fresh troops in. Unfortunately, they can't go now. You can't go when the other team is coming up the ice quickly and trying to get an offensive opportunity off of transition, but they go. And here's how this one breaks down. Again, we talk about the Edmonton Oilers' speed through the neutral zone and using their speed to create offensive opportunities. CC does a good job. He wraps them up. He protects them from coming back into the middle of the ice, and he's got his stick down low, so he has stopped the forward progress from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. But Nugent-Hopkins makes a really nice play. He's able to put this one behind him and deliver this puck to Kane. So right now, this is a 3-on-2. And the Dallas Stars play this play really well. They give the shot up to the goaltender. Everything's fine. Unfortunately for Ottinger, he wasn't able to freeze this puck. It went off of his stomach and it drops down as a rebound, and now the puck is loose. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a stoppage because it's 3-on-2, and yet there's still nobody else back in the zone defensively for the Stars. So as the puck gets swatted out to the top of the zone, here's where the mistake comes in. Kane trips up Brown in front of the net as Kane was driving the net on the shot, trips up Brown, so they're both on the ice. Well, here's what happens to the Dallas Stars now. Lindell, who is defending the net front, now he sees the puck and he follows the puck. And Duchesne, who had just got back into the zone, he doesn't read the situation very well, and he just goes chasing the puck too. So right now, the Dallas Stars are chasing the puck. What they don't realize is there's 3 Oilers in behind them. 3 Oilers are in behind the 2 Dallas Stars. So as this puck comes back towards the net, you finally see one of the guys that made a line change come back into the play, and that's Jamie Benn finally getting into this play. But as Wallman delivers the puck down the wall, you have to see what happens. Because Duchesne turned up ice to follow the puck, and because Lindell was a little bit late, now you're looking at a 2-on-1 in front of the net on CC. CC's got to defend a 2-on-1 in front of the net, and this is one of the weaknesses the Stars had. We talked about it last time, their ability to defend around their net front, and they're leaving open men in behind them. So as Lindell comes to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Nugent-Hopkins gets this shot off quickly before Lindell can get there, and right now CC's in a tough spot. It's a 2-on-1. He's got to defend both of the Oiler players. So I think he's doing a good job in front of the net. Unfortunately for Dallas and Ottinger, Brown gets a stick on this puck. He bounces the puck up off the ice and puts this one past Ottinger. As you see the puck coming, taps it off of his stick. This puck then bounces off of the ice and off of the ice right underneath the glove and above the pad of Ottinger. And that's the final goal of this game, making this game 3-0. Next up, the Dallas Stars travel to Edmonton. But here's some things you got to see for game 3 and some things that the Dallas Stars need to look at. One, they've got to stop the turnovers. They had a real difficult time getting the puck out of their own zone. They turned over the puck too much on their breakouts. They had 27 giveaways on the NHL stat sheet. 27. Their average through the playoffs is 13. They doubled their giveaways in this game, and it was a big problem. As Edmonton was able to hold the blue line and keep pucks in and generate more offense from here, but it not only generates more offense, it makes Dallas defend longer. And when you defend, you get tired. And we saw that in that one line change. Guys are getting tired because they're defending so much. But again, here's a puck coming out of the zone. Edmonton applies pressure. Dallas turns the puck over. And Dallas is defending again. You see it again as Dallas is trying to come up the ice and break the puck out of the zone. Edmonton's able to hold the blue line again. The puck turns over, and Dallas is defending again. Now it's pucks through the neutral zone. Turnover in the neutral zone. Puck comes back the other way, and the Edmonton Oilers are able to create an offensive opportunity because of a Dallas turnover in the neutral zone. And again, it was way too many turnovers through the middle of the ice. Here's Robertson throwing a puck through the middle of the ice. Edmonton's able to turn this puck over and again maintain possession, and Dallas doesn't get any opportunities through the neutral zone. Again, this time it's Harley throwing pucks through the middle of the ice. And again, another turnover for the Edmonton Oilers. And again, through the middle of the ice. And again, another turnover for the Edmonton Oilers, and they're coming back at him. And again, another turnover in the neutral zone. Edmonton gets the puck, and they go back using their transition speed, getting pucks in the net. Dallas has to manage the puck better, and they might have to use the puck along the wall, keeping the puck out of the middle of the ice against this Edmonton Oilers team that uses transition to their advantage to create offensive zone opportunities. How is Dallas going to create offense? Well, like they did in game one, they got to get in front of Skinner. And you're going to see they tried. They tried early in game one to get traffic in front of Skinner and get looks like this. So they have pucks, traffic, and rebound in front of Skinner. Again, you're going to see it here from the Finns. The line of Finnish players was the most effective for the Dallas Stars in this game until the injury to Hintz. I have to keep an eye on that one for game 3 too, but their ability to shoot pucks with traffic is the way they're going to have to get to Skinner. This is the way they scored in game 1. That's what they're going to need to do in game 3. Another thing, they're going to need their best players to be their best players, and that starts with Mikko Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen leads this team in goals, but he has 1 goal in his last 7 games and no goals in this series. He had some good scoring chances. You saw one there, and he drove the net here, and Skinner was able to keep this one on the net. Didn't need Mikko Rantanen to get on the scoreboard. He does that best by getting to the blue paint, using his size and his strength to get to this area of the ice to create offense. Another player they're going to have to go on is Jason Robertson. Jason Robertson, who was one of the offensive leaders of this team, it came into this playoff season injured, and it has slowed him down. His foot speed and his hand speed are not quite up to what he is used to in the regular season. And he has made plays like this in the offensive zone. Or you see him coming in here, and he can't get shots through. They're going to need offense from Jason Robertson as this series continues. For Edmonton, keep doing what they're doing. Use their speed in their transition. Use the stretch plays like we showed earlier on this goal to get the puck up the ice quickly and then generate offense using their team speed and getting pucks to the net. You're going to see it again, how they're able to go in transition from defense to offense. Use their team speed through the blue lines and then attack the net, creating offensive opportunities off of the rush. You're going to see it again. Once they turn the puck over, get your feet moving, go the other way and generate offense using your transition speed. Edmonton's got to use their speed again as this series continues. But the other thing they're doing, not just creating offense, they're defending well. And one of the things they've done is when Dallas is even getting opportunities like this, like Duchesne in tight, they're getting guys in front of the puck and they're blocking shots and getting puck going the other way. Again, you're going to see this off of the rush. Again, it's Duchesne, and again, it's a blocked shot. Edmonton's done a really good job of blocking shots and limiting the offense of the Dallas Stars. The other thing they've done is they've stopped the Stars from being able to get pucks to the inside. They've been on the defensive side of players, and they're not letting the best players of the Stars get pucks to the middle of the ice in front of Skinner. So as the puck gets down below the net, Edmonton collapses, and they're limiting the ice and the space for the Dallas Stars to generate offense from that area of the ice. You're going to see it again as the Dallas Stars get below the goal line. They can't get to the inside. Edmonton's doing a really good job of defending in front of Skinner. They're going to need to do that as they get home, and they're going to need to stop the second chance opportunities of the Dallas Stars to the inside as this series shifts to Edmonton. Well, I want to say thanks so much for coming inside the coach's room with me. Again, I'm Petey. What I want to make sure you do is go subscribe to Inside the Coach's Room on YouTube so you don't miss any of these video breakdowns as the Western Conference Final continue, as the Eastern Finals continue, and as all of these teams fight for the Stanley Cup. I'll be here right through the end of the Stanley Cup, breaking these goals down and showing you what each team needs to do to continue and to advance. I'm Petey, and we'll see you at the rink.